Hello everyone, happy Monday, November 9th. We are still talking about the sun's path in the sky, the Earth, Moon, and Sun system. We got a nice little 2 paragraphs over here. What I want you to know from the 2 paragraphs is it is telling us a few things. First, day is determined by when the sun is in the sky. That's how you know it's day. If your side of the Earth is facing the sun, it's day. Secondly, a day should be 24-hour period. Thirdly, the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west. So a Western movie is called a Western because the people at the end of the movie always walk off into the sunset. Or at least that's what I think it is in my own mind. In the northern, and lastly, we'll read the final sentence. In the northern hemisphere, you can see the sun follow an arc through the southern half of the sky. So that's kind of cool. People who go ahead and they tell cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, based on where the sun is in the sky. That is an important thing for them to know, whether they're in the northern hemisphere or in the southern hemisphere, because the arc in the sky is slightly different based on which hemisphere you are in. Continuing on, we've got the star's path in the sky, so we are going to talk about the sun's path, and then the star's path, and then finally the moon's path. The star's path in the sky. Stars shine day and night, but you can only see them after the sun sets. Much like the sun during the day, the stars appear to move east to west during the night. So we just talked about how the sun goes east to west. Well, stars appear to move east to west as well. If you see a group of stars together, they are called a constellation. One such constellation is Orion. And that is what we need to know about stars. And finally, we have the moon, the moon's path in the sky. After sunset, you might look east for the rising moon, but it's not there. Why is it not there? The moon always rises along the eastern horizon. And the reason it's not there is because the moon is dependent upon the sun for light. It's like a mirror. It reflects the light that hits it, but it actually doesn't produce any light of its own. So some days during the year, the moon actually will not be reflecting any light because the Earth is between the moon and the sun, and the Earth blocks the sunlight. All right, you can read a better worded description of that up there. And finally, we want to answer, to be done for today, we want to answer these 3 questions, these questions 3, just saying what we learned about the moon's path, the sun's path, and the star's path. So we learned that the moon reflects the sun, and the moon reflects the sun. Some days it's not there, you could say. It rises east to west, the sun's path. We could say that it rises in the east and sets in the west. We could also say that, we could also say that, what was it? In this northern hemisphere, it rises, sun follows an arc through the sky, through the southern half of the sky. So in the northern hemisphere, it follows a southern arc through the sky, but we'll leave that with just one thing. The star's path, much like the sun, the stars rise in the stars move from east to west. And here's a big question. Why is it that the moon's path, the sun's path, and the star's path all go from east to west? Well, if you think about the way the Earth spins, that will make a lot of sense to you. But I'll let you ponder that deep, deep question. Tomorrow we get to talk about the moon and some moon phases, I think. But for now, this is all we've got. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for doing your work. Thanks for turning it in. Have a great Monday.